Bite-sized.
Welcome to Gaikoku Gamers. I'm Daryl Benson with another bite-sized edition. Here today, we're going to talk about Smash Brothers. Okay, so turns out that there's a guy on YouTube who's been leaking 3DS footage of Smash Brothers. Now it's very interesting. It looks like both screens are on like a PC monitor, which some people, initially when they saw that screamed, "Oh, it must be fake." However, it appears that this is ESRB footage. Those are the people who do the ratings for video games. Now, they aren't actually given test copies of the game software. They're given still images and video to go ahead and conclude what the rating should be based on the questionable content that the publisher and developer provide them. That's why some developers get in trouble when they go ahead and omit certain things that otherwise might have made the rating go up. Anywho, so there was a lot of like panty shots and that type of stuff with some of the character models and still pictures. But one of the things that they showed off was what seems to be a nearly complete, if not complete, character roster. Now, I'm not going to get into what characters are in there because that's not important. You can look it up. But they had characters like Baby Bowser or Bowser Jr. or whatever the hell. And my personal favorite, the Duck Hunt dog, which I have loved him ever since I was a kid. Well, loved him and hated him, I should say, because I still have distinct memories of me and my parents playing, and I would go up to the glass. Yes, TVs used to have glass screens. To the glass with a gun and shoot him right in the face. Oh boy, if that happened today, I'd probably put into a mental ward because it's not PC. Anyway, moving on. Who is on the roster board isn't what I want to talk about. What's interesting is that everyone had their assumptions as whether or not they thought it was real. And to be fair, while at first it did seem like it could be fake because there's only like one or two videos, as the hours ticked on, it's pretty much an undeniable amount of footage and pictures that were provided to everyone to prove that it was real. If there was one thing that could happen that would prove that it was real, it happened today, late today. And that would be the videos were taken down by Nintendo, which basically means that they're real because they wouldn't have taken them down otherwise. Now, some damage-controlled Nintendo fans are saying, "Oh, well, it's because they're making sure that people aren't confused by the wrong footage." I cry bullshit on that because there's hacked versions of other games, notably even Smash Brother games, on YouTube which have not been taken down because they're just hacks. This is distinctly showing off characters, modes, etc., which have not been announced, which I'm sure they're planning on releasing as a big major announcement in their Nintendo Directs and their Smash Brother reveals. And now that's been totally ruined. That seems more like a plausible cause for them to hunt down these people who put the video up. And you know what? I agree with Nintendo. I think it's absolutely horrible that someone would do this. And whoever it is who works at ESRB, if that is indeed where they are from, I hope they get fired. And I never say that because this economy is tough, and we've all been through that, where you just feel like everything's kind of impending doom on you, and some of us have been in really tight positions, like myself and Mike, for that matter, in the past. And, while I used to say things like that all the time, I've really gotten away from saying that, but in this case, it is inexcusable, because your job is nothing but looking at unreleased games and judging them in secrecy. So if you can't do that in secrecy, you're basically losing half the position. You're not doing half your job. And I don't think that's right. And I'm sure they can pin down who this was, because there can't be 80 people looking at this game footage and pictures to judge the game. I'm sure it's a small team. Hopefully it's trackable. I don't think it's right, especially considering it ruined the hype, it ruined the presentations that I'm sure Nintendo had planned, which cost money to produce. I'm not saying that the game won't sell now because of it, but it certainly would have gone ahead and gotten people more pumped if they didn't just get everything in one fell swoop by some third party with foggy, blurry footage. It's just not the way you want to see it done, you know? So there you have it. I'm not going to leak any more characters other than those two because they've been plastered everywhere. There's other characters. If you don't want to see them, don't check it out. If you do want to see them in all the modes and all the graphics and all that type of stuff, I'm sure someone's reposted the video elsewhere. In fact, when they took down those videos, I know other people were reposting them literally like minutes later. So I don't want our YouTube channel banned. I have the video, but I don't want it banned, so I'm not going to post the videos. But I'm sure someone else out there with some duplicate account is more than willing to go ahead and show you that footage. So if you want to look it up, well, it's the internet. It exists. Trust me. So that's the news. That's major news for Nintendo. That's their biggest title for this year's release. And it just kind of took a little wind out of the sails. Not much, but just a little bit. So here's to hoping that ESRB does the right thing and finds the person and cans them. And hopefully crap like this for any developer, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, EA, whoever, hopefully crap like this from ESRB does not ever happen again. They need to have stricter guidelines, or maybe more than one person viewing the footage at once, so if one person starts recording, the other person can tattletale on them, whatever the hell they have got to do. That's not professional. It's not what we need in this industry. It makes us look like we're a bunch of immature shits. Let these people who make the games release the content when they want to release it. Until then, I'm Daryl Benson. Thank you for watching another episode of Bite-Sized. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. We have 2 subscribers. We've only been out for about a week. Our site's been out for about a year, maybe a little less. We were doing other professional reviews before then. We had 70,000 hits on our website recently, so awesome. And our YouTube channel is already picking up, so we really appreciate it. So please subscribe. It really helps us out. Until then, we'll see you next time.